Hi dear students, in this video we are going to study volume and surface area of the cone, and we are going to start with the volume. Since the cone is pyramid with circular base, we are going to get the help from the volume formula of the pyramid, which is 1/3 of base area times height it was. So the base area, since it is circle here, it's going to be pi r square, because the area of the circle it was equal to pi r square, and 1/3 of pi r square h, or pi r square h over 3 also it might be. For the surface area, we need the area of this sector, and we have the slant height here. By the way, this is called slant height, and we need slant height for the surface area. And the formula for the surface area, I'll explain this one in the class also. Pi r square, which is the circle area, and the pi rl, which is the area of the sector it's going to be. And we can discuss about how to find the area of the sector here without using the angle here. And I can explain that one, but that is long for now. I'm going to skip for the high school that one. And firstly, I need to remind you about the one more detail here. As you see here, when you have the height here from here, if we get the height downward, we are going to see that height of the circle, height of the cone, and the slant height and the radius of the cone, they get one right triangle here. And in this right triangle, r squared plus h squared, it's going to be equal to l squared. So this is the relation between the three variables in the cone, and if two of the variable is given, the way to find is that one. Now we are going to continue with the exercise here. If we calculate the volume and surface area of this cone, and height is given 8 and the radius is equal to 6, and we need to find the slant height for the surface area, L necessary only for the surface area, and we are going to find the L. But before starting that one, I want to use the formula r square plus h square is going to be equal to L square here. Then I may continue with the formulas for the surface area and volume. R is equal to 6 square, h square is equal to 8 square, this is going to be L square. 36 plus 64 is equal to L square, and then L square is equal to 100, and L is equal to root of 100, which is equal to 10, it should be. Then, if L is equal to 10 here, we can calculate the surface area. Surface area is equal to 1 here pi r square, the circle's area, and the pi r l it has to be, which is equal to pi times 6 square plus pi times 6 times l is equal to 10, which is equal to 36 pi plus 60 pi, and the result it's going to be equal to 96 pi. I'm sorry, 96 pi. 96 pi, and this is since it is centimeter, all the units, the result it has to be centimeter square. What about the volume? Volume is equal to 1/3 of pi r square h, which is pi r square h over 3 also. If we apply the formula, pi is pi, and r is equal to 6 square, and h square is equal to, h is equal to 8. So if we divide by 3 this one, pi times 36 times 8 over 3, it has to be 36 and 3. If we simplify, this is going to be 12. So 8 times 12, it's going to be equal to 96. 96 pi centimeter cube, it's going to be. This is also coincidence. In the previous video, we had this kind of coincidence, and we are going to, we should mention the units, so to make the difference. One of them is 96 pi centimeter square, the other one is 96 pi centimeter cube. Okay, if we continue with the second question, here we have to first define the radius. For finding the radius, this is the diameter. It is given 10 centimeter. I'm going to divide from here, and it's going to be equal to 5 firstly. So if I apply the formula here, and then I need to find the height, by the way, I'm drawing this line, and h we are looking for. H squared plus 5 squared, or we can say r squared. R squared is going to be equal to L squared, which is here R is equal to 5 also. And H squared plus 5 squared is equal to 13 squared, it should be. H squared is equal to 169 minus 25. H squared is equal to 144. And then H is equal to root of 144, which is equal to 12. So this is the value for the H, and if we are looking for the surface area, it has to be pi r square plus pi r L. With respect to that one, the surface area is equal to pi times 5 squared plus pi times 5 times 13, it should be, which is equal to 25 pi plus pi times 13, 5 times 13, it's going to be 65 pi, and then it's going to be equal to 90 pi centimeter square. And if we return to volume, it's going to be equal to 1/3 of, or pi r square h over 3, which is equal to pi times r square. It's going to be equal to here 5 square, and h is equal to, we found that that's 12 over 3 it has to be, which is equal to pi times 25. 12 and 3 you can simplify. This is going to be 4 and this is going to be 1. Pi times 25 times 4, which is equal to 100 pi centimeter cube it has to be. Now we are going to continue with the volume of the solid. And as you see here, in the solid we have one cylinder and one cone. And the volume of cone here, we were finding the volume of the solid or shape. It's going to be equal to volume of cone plus volume of cylinder. And as you see here, everything is given for the volume. What is necessary? We are going to find the radius only. Radius is same for volume. Radius is same for cone and cylinder. Here it's 4, and also it's going to be 4 here. R is equal to 4. So we are going to use same radius, but we are not going to use the same height, because height of the cone is, if I name as H1, this is H1, and this is going to be H2 also. And volume of cone, pi r square H1 over 3, and volume of cylinder, pi r square H, it's going to be, you remember from the previous lessons, pi times 4 square times H1 is 12, and over 3, then this is going to be pi r square times 4 square times H is equal to 10, it has to be. And 3 and 12 you may simplify, which is equal to, when you simplify, this is going to be equal to 4, and this is going to be equal to pi times 16 times 4, it has to be pi times 16 times 10 is the pi times 16 times 10 is the volume of cylinder. It should be, this is 64 pi, and this is going to be 160 pi, and the result, it's going to be 224 pi unit. The unit is meter cube.